Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's had a good week thus far. It is hump day. Everyone rise and shine, rise and grind, do what you need to do. You saw the title. It's the main event, Labor Day. My opinion. First off, let me start off by saying that I don't have a dog in this fight. This is just my opinion. This is just what I've seen over the past couple of years. I don't have a dog in this fight. I know people are going to have their opinions, have their comebacks, have their say-sos, and things of that nature. But what's been going on, what's been talked about for the past several months is Labor Day events. What's up, Marie, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you. Um, my opinion is this. Jay Wilson and Dovey has been fighting back and forth and back about a Labor Day event. So, babies, how y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. And I want to compare both events and kind of jog y'all memory to what has happened, what has transpired, what has been going on. And if I'm wrong, if I need to be corrected, please do so. There's a way to do it, you know what I'm saying, without trying to roast, gag, and drag the district. Oh, sorry, Tito District. How you doing, baby? Three heartbeats. What's up, baby? You know, um, but in my recollection, although the event was had by Jay Wilson, it was just as janky as how he's trying to describe Dovey's event. Am I wrong or am I right? Correct me when I'm wrong and praise me when I'm right. Was his event just as janky as Dovey's event sounds? You know what I'm saying? Conjured up, what's up, baby? Good morning to you. Because if my recollection is correct, we called his event Styrofoam Gate. Did we not? Did we not call Jay Wilson's event Styrofoam Gate? And why was that? Because every meal that they ate was off of styrofoam plates. Now, I'm not trying to clown. This is not me clowning Jay Wilson or talking about Jay Wilson trying to do that, but I want people to get some type of understanding and clarity. And the more Jay Wilson talks, the more things start to come together. Him and Squealy, how you doing? And how his event was pulled together. Like I said, congratulations for having an event. Good job, big ups. You know what I'm saying, for having your event. But as much as you're trying to talk about someone else's event, let's look at and dissect your event. What's up, Anthony with the E baby? How you doing? Good morning. Let's give so much energy to remembering what happened with your event. Because you are clowning fish with Dovey. Listen, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have any sides whatsoever, but I want people to understand what's going on. It's the main event. We're talking about the event. But Jay Wilson, didn't you have fish at your event as well? Didn't y'all have some type of fish fry at your event that y'all ate in the church basement? Didn't that happen at your event as well? So if she had fish at her event, you had fish at your event. What's the difference? Now, granted, you didn't advertise your event as you can eat your fish the next day, but you have fish at your event as well that y'all ate off of folding chairs, folding tables in a church basement with fluorescent overhead lighting. What's the big whoop? You keep saying that y'all did black businesses. From my understanding, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. From my understanding, correct, conjured up. Hey, Castro, baby, how you doing? From my understanding, Y'all also went to a church service where they had burnt hot dogs and pork and beans from the can, once again served on styrofoam plates. Y'all went to a karaoke bar and sang karaoke. And then you also had a bar crawl, correct, Jay Wilson? Although you said you don't drink. And then the rest of the event or meetup or whatever it was at your house online, where you dry bed, wet bed, moist bed for money. So that's how people got paid, such as the Five Babe, such as the King Jive, and such as whoever else got paid. You got paid and made the money because you were online, dry begging, wet begging, moist begging for money. That's how y'all walked away with thousands of dollars from that event. Like someone just said in the chat. What's up, pretty wings, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Like someone just said in the chat, you charge $30 for your event. Let's say you had 20 people there. We saw that picture. Hey, Deanna, baby, how you doing? Good morning to you, sweetheart. We saw that picture of the people that was at the event and in that church basement. How many people do y'all think was in that picture? 15 maybe? 20 maybe? Let's say 20 people, 20 people showed up to the event. Let's do some math right quick. 30 times 20. 3 times 2 is 6. Add the 2 zeros, which is $600. No, it was called Styrofoam Gate. Do you remember? It was called Styrofoam Gate. It was called Styrofoam Gate. So, although you had your event, we clowned the freak out of your event because everything was served off of styrofoam plates. And you keep saying y'all went to some black-owned seafood crab shack type of situation. If I recall, only you, Tracy D, and Five went there. It's not like you took the whole group of people to that place. Am I wrong or am I right? Y'all let me know because I really don't remember all like that. But to my recollection, only him, Five and Tracy D went to that. What's up, Tracy baby? How you doing? Only you, Five and Tracy D went to that, seafood place, that black-owned seafood place. Now, see, I don't understand how different your event was from what Dobie says she's going to be doing. They both sound janky. I'm just saying. Well, her sound janky. Yours was actually janky. Remember that picture when Deshaun Farley got clowned because the way he looked, the way he was standing, how he was hunched over, shirt was ill-fitting, stomach hanging out. Good morning, Kelly, baby. How you doing? Right. So you had a meetup because the thing is, you also said that it was because you changed it from it was a event to a meetup. You changed those words, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. Because before that happened, it was a event. Then, what's up, Marilyn, baby? How you doing? Then after it happened and we saw how it was going down, you changed it to a meetup. Y'all just met up together, was not, and had some fun. Am I wrong? I'm just saying, y'all let me know if I'm wrong or right, based on y'all memories too. I don't want people saying that I'm just sitting here lying on people. Is that how it went down, or am I wrong? Now, while both events, I wouldn't have shown my face at because it's not on the caliber of things that I want to go to. Hence why I gave a suggestion to old boy, because I wasn't going to be in a room talking about sex with a bunch of overweight old people that was scantily dressed. But that's no here or there. I'm just saying, I don't go places where I'm eating off of styrofoam plates in church basements. I don't go places where I am crammed into a room that seemed like had no ventilation because everybody was sweating and stuff, hovering over styrofoam plates. And even the barbecue y'all went to, or sorry, quote, had, was after a church service. Was that free too? You're right about that, Melvin Jones. Like, I mean, give props where props are due, but still, even that first event wasn't what it was. I mean, this last one seemed really nice, seemed cute. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it was. Party. But I'm just saying, we need to stop acting like we had these huge, lavish extravaganzas when reality is eating fish off of styrofoam plates and or talking about eating fish the day after, to me, is pretty much the same thing. Like I said, I keep my mouth closed because it doesn't involve me. But since everyone's talking about it and been talking about it for the past, what, half a year or so, which I don't understand because it really is not that important. It seems like everyone's desperate for attention and for some conversation about something that they just want to talk about when there's so much other stuff going on that could be talked about. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, because if they only collected about $600, $700 plus Dory's donated $400 for some food, this and third, I'm not counting the money because I wasn't there. I don't know the books, but based on what is said and put out here, they had about $1,000. What's up, Heaven Sent, baby? How you doing? Heaven Secret, sorry. Oh, that was Heaven Sent. My bad. Yeah. So they had about $1,000 for this event. Give and take a couple $100 because I don't know what was donated, what was done. I really don't care about that. But I do know, from my understanding, the event was compiled mostly of them being online, collecting money from their supporters and subscribers. Now, granted, people said that, well, I don't know if that was complaints or not because I'm not in that crowd like that. But people seemed like people who was there seemed like they had a good time. Now, I would have been having a good time being in a city. I thought I paid transportation costs, accommodation costs, food costs, things of that nature, and being in someone's house, smiling on camera. That's not my idea of a good time. I done left my good job, spent my good PTO to go out of town, and I'm in someone's face in their house. I thought I was promised an event. I'm just saying. We can't be so quick to talk about someone else's event or someone else's situation when it hasn't happened yet, if it happens, when the event that we threw was not up to like par as well. And I know the comeback is going to be, well, you didn't even have one. You're right. And I won't. You're right. And I won't have an event. I will meet up with people at my leisure and have a good time. Period. I'm not throwing an event because what an event is people trying to make money. Basically, let's call it what it is. That's what the events are. Please remove that person Naked HD. Please remove that person, please. That's not what it is. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's what these events are. They are a way for people to make money, period, which is fine. Do your thing. But since the fact that I actually work and have other things going on that's not um, connected to YouTube to make money, I don't need to throw an event to make money. People, well, no, it's to get people together and to meet your subscribers. That's cool. That's cute. But at the same time, each event, each meetup, greet up was not. I think the only person. Well, no, they had some issues as well. I'm trying to see what quote unquote events didn't have any type of drama. The only one that I can think of right now, off the top of my head, is James. When he had his little meetup, not I mean little meetup like in a bad way, but when he had his meetup, I think it was in DC at the restaurant. I haven't heard any type of kerfuckery that transpired after the fact that that event was going on. But every other quote unquote big event out here that's on these YouTube streets that we have known about, that has been advertised on here, that has been promoted on here, have had some kerfuckery happen after the fact. This is what it is. So why would I put myself in a position to advertise, to promote me spending time, energy, money, brain cells to do something, and all I know people are going to do is try to criticize and pick apart when what they've done isn't up to par. Period. And why promote anything and talk about something where you don't have the financial stability to do so? So this ain't all about me talking about Jay Wilson's event, how raggedy it was. It's also to let Dobie know, you need to understand, sweetheart, it doesn't look good on your part. And I see why he's clouded. Like I said, I see why he's clouded, but he needs to understand that his event wasn't all bougie either. But I see why he's clouded. I see why he is laughing at it or making fun of it. Well, it's like, first of all, that's who he is. But secondly, 1 month you begging for money for transmissions and tires, and the next month you're asking for people to support you in this event. The next month after you reach your thing, you need money for rent. It just looked like a scheme. It does. And that's fine. We all know that people, when you do stuff like this, or that you in it to make money. Granted, yes, you're in it to make money. But are you in it to make money as an extra side hustle, or are you in it to make money to support your lifestyle, to maintain your lifestyle? Those are the questions. You know what I'm saying? Are you in it to put a little extra change in your pocket? Well, it's not because you really want to meet your people, or are you doing it to pay for the transmission on the two cars that you had? Are you doing it to pay for, you know what I'm saying, something to help you get out of the living situation that you're in, or to maintain the living situation that you're in? So I get it. I understand why he's trying to roast and gag you about it. Because you came on here, like I said, nothing against W, nothing against Jay Wilson, but these are just what I'm seeing and observing, my opinions. I understand why he's doing that. I understand why it's going down the way it's going down. But at the same time, be mindful that the event that you had also had a negative stigma on it. What's up, Dobie? How you doing, baby? Those are just the questions. Good morning. You know what I'm saying? I understand why he's been using this as content for the past whenever you brought it out. It just is what it is. But know that his event wasn't as posh as he thought it was as well. Like I said, I may get cussed at because I really can't get cussed out. I may get cussed at and attempt to get talked about, but the reality is, I'm not on here giving you janky events, promoting janky events. That's just what it is. Like I said, nothing against anyone. But at the same time, this is what everyone's talking about. And my thing is, it is what it is. Like it, dislike it, love it, don't love it. This is my opinion. We all have one. We all talk about what we talk about on here. This is my first time mentioning this stuff because I really don't care one way or the other. But since it's on the tip of everyone's tongue, on everyone's lips, and everyone's talking about it, I just decided, let me think about it. I thought about it for a second. I'm like, Jay Wilson's clowning Dovey about fish, but he ate fish off a styrofoam plate. He's telling her to do all these quote unquote free events or look up all these free things. I don't have a link, Dobie. I'm not doing all that. I'm not trying to argue with you, baby. I don't care about your story, sweetheart. This is my opinion. Like, y'all need to understand that not everyone wants to talk to you about what's going on. Sometimes I just want people to hear my opinion. I'm not being rude to you. It's not. It's just that I don't care. I heard enough about what your event was and what it's not. I don't care anymore. This is my opinion. Like everything's not a discussion. This is not a debate. This is my monologue. Like people need to understand that. You have a channel, baby. Go on there and cuss me out if you want to. Do what you're trying to do. But I don't care about your opinion. I heard enough from you about what's going on with this. Thank you, baby. You know, like that's just. I mean, and that's just how I do it. Like I don't like. I heard since you talk about this event, what you said it was, what you said it wasn't, how it changed, how it did this and did that. But fantastic. You know how it is. You know how it is. Like, I mean, the thing is, I mean, and because when I do, I'm sorry, let me say this right here. I'm talking about this because I'm tired of hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to come from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm really tired of hearing about it. I'm really tired of hearing about it. Well, it's not. This is my saying without saying. Shut the fuck up about this event and just either do it or don't do it. Basically, because I really don't care one way or the other. I don't care. Don't have anything ill to say about anyone. Don't have anything bad to say about anyone. But at the same time, I'm tired of hearing about this event. Just like I'm tired of hearing about a lot of stuff on here that people choose to talk about all the time, which basically is irrelevant. If you're not going, don't worry about it. If you don't plan on going, don't worry about it. If you haven't donated to it, don't worry about it. Good morning, Miss Diva, to you, baby. How you doing? Yeah, I mean that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying, Tam? Like, there's a lot of stuff that y'all are giving people ammunition to shoot you with. Y'all are giving people ammunition to talk about you with. And my whole point is, Jay Wilson, you have no right to talk about anyone of what's going on because your shit was janky as well. It was in basements. It was in church rooms. It was with folding chairs. It's with styrofoam plates. Y'all served fish. Y'all went to a church service, and after the church service, y'all had beans and damn burnt barbecue hot links on styrofoam plates. So why are you trying to clown someone when your stuff that you had wasn't up to par? Y'all wasn't eating off of Chinette. Y'all wasn't eating, you know what I'm saying, with regular flatware. It seemed like what you telling her to do, you did already. You looked up a bunch of free events, a bunch of free church services where you can get a free plate, and this you took your people to. So I don't understand all the lavishness that you're talking about as if you're trying to act like you did something. Yeah, you had an event. Yes, good job. Your meetup, good job. You supported black businesses. Let you tell it. Good job. But what's up, Red Afro baby? How you doing? Don't come here with the, oh my God. I didn't even do anything. Y'all know how I am. Like when I talk about it, when it doesn't pertain to me particularly, was that because I'm pretty much over it. I'm tired of hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. It is what it is, though. I'm just saying. But yeah, it's like, it's the main event, but yet let's look at the events that happened. There's always something going on. Like I said, and what's the difference if you're asking for money before an event or you're asking for money during an event? Either way, you're asking for money. Well, everyone walked away with something. Yeah, because you was online begging for money during your event. You had a Jerry Lewis telethon, Jay Wilson. That's what it was. You was asking people to support and help out this and the third. You say you wasn't, but shit, when you dry begging, what is it? When you wet begging, when you moist begging, it is what it is. When you're online at a quote unquote event, not really showing anything, not really doing anything, but yet asking for people to support you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Anthony, baby. I appreciate it because like it's frustrating. Like I said, I mean, you want to watch people, you want to support people, whatever, but at the same time, it's like shit will get off the pot. To black businesses, just yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Yeah, like anyone can go to saying a rib shack or barbecue place or a seafood place or a fried fish place that's owned by a black person and say, yeah, I'm supporting black businesses. I do that every day. I do that, you know what I'm saying, when I go out to eat and I do those things that I don't cook for myself. So I understand that, but don't act like the whole purpose was it was this huge extravaganza that was so Afrocentric, you know what I'm saying, done that that's what it was. You did it, okay, now what do you want? A cookie? And I'm sorry, now this is where the shade comes in. This is the shade portion of a situation. You are clowning, or you're trying to promote that you promoted or helped out a black baker. We saw that bakery set up. I even clowned that bakery set up. Y'all remember? Y'all remember when I pulled together when I saw the picture of that little dessert tray on that dessert table? I went to Walmart, bought 3 packs of cookies, well, a pack of cookies, a pack of cupcakes, and something else, and put it on my dining room table and clowned that quote unquote dessert tray, that dessert table. Just like I clowned the styrofoam. Y'all remember what I did? Because I only could clown you and read you the way I clown and read with what I know. Not being mean or malicious about it, but then I see you. I bought some Chinese food. I had styrofoam bowls, styrofoam plates, styrofoam cups, and plastic silverware. And did a mukbang that way. Y'all remember that? What's up, Big? So how you doing, baby? I'm just saying. So stop acting like you had this whole extravagant Oprah type white party where people was just lavish with all thousands and thousands of yeah, during $400. Where people was having cupcake towers and saying layered cakes and a whole extravagant amount of cookies and fountains and things of that nature. Remember that, Miss Queenie? Right. So let's not act like, what I'm saying, you had this whole extravagant event because it wasn't. It was just as janky as you're trying to make Dolby's event is. What's up, Terry East, baby? How you doing? It was just as janky as you trying to make her sound. Now, may her event be janky? It may be. It may be janky. But guess what? It will go right along with a bunch of janky shit that y'all have been doing on here. It'll fit right along. So I don't know what the big deal is of her asking for money or asking for assistance or asking for help prior to said event. and you asking for money, help, donations during an event. If we're going to compare and contrast, let's compare and contrast. Let's wait till after if she has it. But hold up, Dovey, since you're here, one thing that does bother me that I've been hearing. So if you can answer in the chat, I definitely would appreciate it. But like I said, I'm on YouTube. I'm not on things. I'm not trying to drop a link. Um, you said the event was postponed. I know you're not going to give us details about what's going on with the postponement, but usually when something is postponed, it's either postponed indefinitely or it's postponed with a date in which people can prepare, if they can prepare, for what's going on. So while I don't want to know any type of details whatsoever about what the event itself, I am slightly curious about this postponement. And do you have a date in mind when people who want to go or who plan on going, what date they can plan to take off from work? Now, that's the only question that I really do have for you. If you want to answer that in the chat, please do. If not, I understand that as well. But yeah, I'm just saying. And then he keeps saying, well, my event, when I got canceled, I get the money back, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. A lot of people on here try this whole no refund policy when they're doing an event. Like I said, when my money was given to someone freely, I will be where my money is. I will be where my money is. Period. There's not any, oh, well, I don't want you to come, but I'm keeping your money. I changed the dates, but I'm keeping your money. And you're not coming. Ain't none of that happening with me. Period. Right. Exactly, Kelly. Very much so. Very much so. And that was my whole thing when I was involved in said events, well, giving money to said events. You think that you're going to be cute and smart with my money in your pocket? Shit. I wish you would. If I don't get the information that I need to come to said event and you got my money, oh, we have a problem. We don't have a problem. Period. Point blank. You ain't going to have my money in your pocket and get smart with me. If it's going to go down that way. Oh, no, no, no. We don't play those games. Right. And that's what I want to get to as well. That's another thing why people are, I guess, talking about it, whatever. For $30, you don't expect much. For $30, you don't expect much. But for $250, you expect something. I expect something. I expect something for $250. I expect something. Plus, that doesn't cover, you know what I'm saying, airfare, transportation, or room and board. Yeah, I expect something for $250. So I understand that as well. I understand, but also don't understand if you're not going, why do you care? You know what I'm saying? Okay, here, go right here. And I mean, and okay. I respect others. But and you're right about that, Dovey. You're absolutely right about that, sweetheart. He did that. He did that. Like y'all are right. He definitely did that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, stop acting like. I mean, it was very professional how Jay Wilson did his situation. Like I said, I'll give credit where credit is due. But at the same time, like I said, while it's not like I'm clowning, reading, roasting, and gagging him, I'm still saying stop acting like your event was at the palace somewhere. at the W Hotel somewhere. It wasn't. It was at your house. It was at some, in Dovey's words, hole in the walls. You know what I'm saying? So I'm acting like it was this lavish event where y'all had cascading fountains and, you know what I'm saying, dessert trays of plenty and things like that, centerpieces and stuff like that. It was none of that. It was styrofoam plates. It was basement locations. It was at some points free church services. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, some extravaganza. But at the same time, like Dobie, go back to Dobie's answer. Thank you for answering that, Dobie. I appreciate that. Although it wasn't an answer, but it was an answer. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I know what you understand. The people that's involved need to know. But guess what? If you plan on having this event and whatever this event may be, because you know what? That sounds very familiar to me. That whole concept, which is fine, you can copy off of whoever you want to copy off or take advice from whoever you want to take advice from. But the point that you brought it to YouTube, period, and now at the finish line, you're saying you want to keep it private, is why people are having an issue and talking about it and trying to clown it. And that advice that you got is great advice if you would have done that from the very beginning. But 8-9 months into an event, a month before the event happens, you want to keep it in the background and only put people who actually quote unquote paid. I see why people are clowning. But you can't say an event is Labor Day, in my opinion, humble opinion. Say the event is postponed, but no one who have been talking about it for the past 9 months is able to know when it was postponed to. It sounds like a mixture of both of two different people's events. It sounds like a mixture of club chat events with Sean Bradley, who you have as your advisor. And it also sounds like a mixture of 5A's event, that Fication, when she said, oh, it's postponed, but it's going to still go on. But I'm not going to give you a date. I'm saying that's how it sounds to me. Am I wrong, y'all, or does it sound like that to y'all? It sounds like a mixture of what Sean is telling you and also a mixture of what 5A had did. And that's why, like, I know people think that all buzz is good buzz. As long as people's talking about you, it's okay. But at the same time, it gives very confused signals. Like that, once again, personally, I don't care. I sit back and watch y'all talk about it. I sit back and watch y'all, you know what I'm saying, go back and forth. And I find it entertaining. Because I don't understand why. The why is always funny to me. Why do they care so much? Why is it such a big deal? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? What'd you say, baby? 10 ladies. Or less. Mm-hmm. See, Adobe, and that was confusing to me from the very beginning. See, that was confusing from the very beginning. I heard you say that. I heard that going around. It was only for a small group of ladies. Then you opened it up to everybody. At first, I heard you invite specific people. Then you opened it up to everybody. It was men coming. It was women coming. Now there's children coming. So I understand initially you thought it was going to be for a small, intimate group. But when you opened it up to everybody, regardless if that's what you wanted to do or not, that's when all the fuckery started to happen. Right. The event planning should have been behind the scenes from the very beginning. Burgers, hot dogs, styrofoam plates. I get you. I got you. But let's think about it. Let's think about it for a minute. Anything that we eat, anything that we go here on YouTube could be done in whatever city people live in. There's some type of juicy crab, some type of rib shack, some type of fish hut, some type of burger place in every city that we live in, or at least drivable from every place that we live in this world. So why would we want to go out of our comfort zone to experience that, but to experience people that we haven't seen, that we talk to every day online? A lot of people don't understand. That's the catch. That's the get up. If I like you, I support you, I want to meet you. So yes, I'm willing to pay for that. Yes, I'm willing to take time out of my life, out of my schedule, off my job, use my PTO to do that. If I like you that much. And I don't mind paying for that. I think that what a lot of people do with these quote unquote events that they're throwing, they don't sell that. They don't put the advertisement in that. They're not selling an experience with me. Let me show you how I do it in real life, in person, in my city. Or if you have a destination situation, let me show you how I do it when I travel. Let me show you how I live my life when I'm traveling. Let me show you how I do what I do when I'm at home. That's the experience that I want. If I like you, I want experience. I can go out of town myself and eat hamburgers and hot dogs, eat fried fish, eat crab legs. I can do that myself outside of my city or in my city. Hell, y'all know I cook like that anyway. So what am I paying for? I'm paying for the experience of communing with people that seem to be like-minded. It doesn't matter. See, Dolly, while you're trying to clown Phi Bay and what she did, I'm not trying to clown you, but I want you to see this how people are seeing it and looking at it. 1 month you say you need money for transmission. 1 month you say you need money for rent. Next thing you know, you're throwing this event. Now you postponing the event. If people want their money back, it's gonna take a minute. That money should have already been set aside in some type of escrow account to where if something happens, you can easily and readily give that money back. So while people trying to clown and bring up all this other stuff, well, it's not. 5A is not no longer having an event or a birthday party. Jay Wilson's event happened several years ago already. So we can clown it and talk about it, well, it's not. But we're looking at and focusing on what you're doing right now. We're looking at you asking people to help you out with transmissions and different types of situations with your cars, giving us that story a couple of months prior to you telling us, now I'm opening an event. It looks like, okay, something's not quite right here. And then when you're charging $250 for this event that you're having, but yet all you talking about is, I hate to say this, was not toilet paper and fried fish, questions are going to be raised. What else am I going to get for $250? Besides bringing my own toilet paper, possibly staying at an Airbnb, and fried fish. What else am I getting for this money that I'm giving you? Or is this money going towards all these things that you because I can read through what she's saying. And that's what Tito District, that's what I think a lot of people are questioning. And I'm not counting anyone's money, but based on what we have seen on here, based on what we know on here, based on how we um, have experienced Dolby on here, those are questions that is arising. Not saying you're not financially stable, because I don't know your business. I don't care about your business that way. But based on what you come on here, you came up here with some financial issues, asking for help and assistance. Next thing you know, you're throwing this event. Next thing you know, this event is postponed. People can't get their money back right away. People are starting to question the why. Why was the event there anyway? What happened to all the money that was generated? And I don't care about the money. I'm just saying this is what the questions people may have, may not be able to articulate in a way that's not seeming like they're trying to clown or embarrass or things of that nature. Because I'm not going to do all that. I'm just having a conversation. This is my opinion. And people are just giving their opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, you know what I'm saying? It's frustrating because you feel like someone's questioning your character and questioning your honesty, things like that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to articulate the questions and the concerns that people may have had. It's still 10 people? It was or still is 10 people. So your event is only 10 people. So it was still only 10 people. I get that. Initially, that's what you planned on doing. You wanted 10 people to gather and chill and have fun. Then why is it that you brought it to YouTube? You could have, if you, because it seemed like, just to be honest with you, Dolby. Sorry, let me some drink real quick. Water, shit. Oh, right here. It seemed as though you are in contact with a lot of people behind the scenes, Dolby. It seems like you're in contact with a lot of people, Dolby. So it seems like if it was only 10 people, specifically, it seems as though you could have contacted those 10 people or those 9 people, 10 people, including yourself, or 11, whatever it is. You could have contacted those people behind the scenes and y'all planned it behind the scenes. And all you had to do was, when the event was going on, show it at that point. That's what it seems like it could have happened. And also, see, Dolby, let me explain to you where the contradictions coming in. How people are looking at it, and as you talk, and they say that you're contradicting yourself. If it was only 10 people initially, why did you need Shelly and Vivian to create flyers and things of that nature? Banners and things. See, that seems like a big, huge situation. If I'm giving you if I'm doing flyers and all this promotion and outsourcing these things for other people, hold up, ooh, let me ask the question. Oh, anyway, um, if you was only 10 people from the very beginning, why need Shelly and Vivian to help you with the promotion of it? See, and that's what people are thinking. Like people, I don't know what people acting like they're dumb on here, because no one on here I think is dumb or stupid. I think some people may be slow, some people may be not as quick as others, but I don't think anyone is completely dumb or stupid on here. And I don't think that people. I think people have a hard time articulating what they mean and saying what they mean. But I don't think anyone is completely dumb or stupid on here. But if it's only 10 people, why is it that you need flyers, promotions, banners, all the things that you said you asked Shelly and Vivian to help you with? If it's only 10 people. If it's only 10 people, you could do a group text for that. Everything could have been done if it's really only 10 people. If you want us to believe that you wasn't trying to get it as big as possible, you could have done everything through group text. You have done everything through voicemail. In my opinion. What'd you say, baby? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? not, not Phaedra Parks. Have y'all been seeing Phaedra on the girls trip, Housewives girls trip, ex-wives? I like Phaedra. Her whole thing is her whole vibe is good now. I like her whole vibe. This is that is the person, man. Okay. You know, but I'm just saying, like those are questions that arise that people aren't really asking. But opposed to asking those real questions, they're trying to clown, they're trying to roast and gag and drag all this other stuff. Was like that's unnecessary, doing too much. Opposed to just asking the questions, why is this? Why is that? This is that. Da da da. Opposed to asking the questions that they actually have, they want to mix it with a show and try sorry and roast and gag. Opposed to just asking a question. Like I said, this is my opinion. I'm just asking a question. I'm not trying to roast you. I'm not trying to gag you. None of those things. It is what it is. Like if it is that you wanted a small intimate event, why bring it on YouTube? If you have a specific 10 people that you wanted to hang out with, why not do that in a group text and y'all just surprise us on Labor Day or whatever day you have it and be like, surprise y'all, look at we all together, let's hang out, da 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 da. I want to bring y'all into this experience with us, type of thing. But, you know, the way it was talked about and has been talked about for the past 8, 9, whatever months, it seemed as though you tried to make it as big as possible, and didn't you? Whatever. You said you wanted small. You wanted small, right? And I don't understand putting the cart before the horse. Like the whole Airbnb. Like the whole Airbnb thing. Having an Airbnb this day, telling people what the Airbnb is, showing the pictures of the Airbnb. All that could have been done privately if you wanted the people who was going to stay there to see it. That shouldn't have to be put on YouTube. Like y'all need to understand that everything that y'all do in life should be put on YouTube because it's going to be criticized, critiqued, scrutinized, and then y'all get upset when people do that. But yet you gave them the ammunition to shoot you with. The Airbnb sits. Y'all are so silly. Not the coffee again. The Airbnb sleeps 14. But if the Airbnb sleeps 14, but yet you only wanted 10 people to be there. So the extra room is for what? You know what I'm saying? Like some people got to share rooms. What if people don't want to share rooms with a stranger? Like, you know, all those questions arise. I'm just saying, you know, those things you have to think about. Those things you have to put in place. You got to make room for. You got to stretch your mind and your ideas for. You can't just throw stuff out there willy-nilly because that's an idea. Every idea that you have shouldn't be thrown out there for people to talk about, to criticize, to mull over because they're going to do that, especially when the event is about a year or so away. They're going to scrutinize everything, every aspect of it. They're going to scrutinize what you say, how you say it, when you said it, how things differentiate from what you said previously. Y'all know what that was the sector give, but at the same time, y'all acting like y'all don't understand that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a different type of person. I just am different altogether. Because first off, I'm not gonna if I'm gonna plan an event before I even announce the event, it's gonna be pretty much done. So that way, I know what we're gonna do. I know what's gonna happen. I know where. I'm gonna have a hotel, some type of arrangement with a hotel, some type of arrangement with a banquet hall. If that's what I want to do. Some type of arrangement with restaurants. If that's what I want to do. So therefore, I know how to price the event. But if I'm just throwing out a price, but I don't have anything in place, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me to just throw out a price and then, as things cost more based on what I have done, especially on a holiday weekend in a city where people go for the holiday, like all of those things have to be taken into account for. And you said that you are an event planner. That's the first thing that event planner does. What's going on in the city? What's going on in the city where I know, because we all know here in Atlanta, I know certain Memorial Day, um, Labor Day, all these big holidays where people have these 2, 3 days off of work. I know things go up. Clubs go up. Opposed to a club costing $20 to get in, it's gonna cost you $50 to get in. Opposed to you paying $10 for parking, you're gonna pay $20 for parking. Those are the things that you need to take account for when you're planning an event, especially on a holiday weekend in these quote unquote destination cities. If you was planning a holiday in Tupelo, Mississippi, no offense to Tupelo, Mississippi, you don't have to really do all that. But in these major cities, in these destination spots, you take account for that. So therefore, you have all those things in place and try to do it early enough to create a deal, so you can say, okay, this is what this, and I think that's what they're trying to convey. What Vivian was trying to do when she asked you for your budget. You basically say, okay, we're going to do X, Y, Z, element P, A, B, C. It's going to cost this much total. So if I charge this price, we can do all this stuff. And if I'm expecting these many people, I need this much money to do all these things. So you said you need 10 people, $250 a piece. So whatever you planned on doing, whatever you planned on having, should have cost you $2,500. Basic math. But swimming with the dolphins, going to Disney World, doing all these extra little things, we know that Disney World tickets cost, or Disney, wherever it is, Disney tickets cost what, $1,200 per person. What's going on? Hold up. Let's follow by. Yeah. Also, so it's only like two things. Okay. Friday night, you know, the streets and casino. Okay. No, I don't know if it's right or not. I'm saying someone who does event planning will have preparations in place before they announce an event. They will look at the city in which they're going to be doing this event in. What's going on in the city? Does things cost more during holiday time? They estimate or guesstimate, I should say, how many people they're going based on what they want to do, how many people they need to show up to this event in order for this event to go off the way they want it to go off. And then they put out the price. Now, what you said right now is totally different than what you said from the very beginning as far as your events that you're going to have. Because did you put out a flyer that had fish fries on it and the menu? Didn't you say there was going to be some type of jerk chicken flown in from Jamaica? Jay wasn't keep saying fish. No, you said chicken. See, he's trying to clown and read and roast about it. Was not. But I'm listening to actually what you said. You said chicken will be flown in from Jamaica, or someone's going to make some type of Jamaican chicken. See, I heard what you said. I don't always drop down and this and a third, but as I told you, I heard enough of you jumping on panels and your videos was not to know that you said some type of jerk chicken was some type of make some type of jerk chicken or some type of Jamaican chicken from the spot. Okay, I'm just saying, but that's I want people to understand my commentary about it is the little roast and gag in here was not towards Jay Wilson, you know what I'm saying? This and that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's what we do, you know what I'm saying? He'll shape me again, you know what I'm saying? Shit, probably today. But it is, my thing is, I want people to see and say, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but I want you also to understand, Dobie, that you need to take responsibility for what you put out here. You put out here a lot of things that, you know what I'm saying, now isn't happening or may not happen. You set expectations that it was going to be a certain thing a certain way. But now you're saying, well, the original thing was 10 people. Okay, well, if that's true, how is it that, you know what I'm saying, it became this huge situation? Why wasn't it done with those 10 people do via text mail? I mean, Texas, a text or a group chat type of situation. Why was it brought here to YouTube for all the eyes in the world to see? Miss Queenie, put that coffee down, baby. Put that coffee down. But yeah, I'm just saying, like I said, this is just my humble opinion. I have no dog in this fight. I want people to, first of all, remember their events and how it was talked about and clowned and this and third. Why you can say 2 years later that it was a success? Well, you know, is that what you call a success? Yeah. Did you make money? Yes, you did. Of course, you make money off your event because you was begging online. I mean, let's keep the shit real. It ain't like you because you want to brag. Well, I only charge $30 for it, and people enjoy themselves, and they left with swag bags. Well, shit, they should. Y'all collected thousands of dollars online during the event. So yeah, you had time to buy a little something for people to take home with them. It's only right. It's only kosher. It's only proper. They helped you make money online. Yeah, give them a little something to take home, a little trinket, a little gift to take with them. You had thousands of dollars in your pocket based on you begging online for 3 days. You know, but it's not. The thing is, it's not about what Jay Wilson said, Dobie. Sorry about that, y'all. It's not what Jay Wilson said, Dobie. Oh, it's not what Jay Wilson said. It's what you are showing on here. It's what you've done. Can y'all hear me now? Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me? It's what you've done. It's what you said. It's what you showed on here that gave him the ammunition to do what he's doing, to say what he's saying. If you didn't give him nothing, if you didn't give anyone anything on here, well, it's not. They had nothing to talk about. But you came here with all the situations. You came here with all the different things, the back and forth. You came here with that. You came here telling us what you wanted us to know, which was a lot. Right. And trust me, I understand when you're in a house full of women Supplies go quickly. I get it. But that's for the host to provide those supplies. It really truly is. Now, that's like me going to a hotel saying, the hotel telling me, well, you need to bring your own soap, your own toilet paper, your own towels. Then what the hell am I paying you for? What am I paying you for? If I need to bring my own things, yes, I bring that stuff anyway because that's what I want to do. But shit, if I expect that to be provided in the accommodations that I'm staying in. So if people stay in an Airbnb, you better get a Sam's Club car, a Costco's car, a BJ's car, and buy, you know what I'm saying, spend $20 on a big old pack of toilet paper and call it a day. And whatever extra you have, take to your house. But to have people bring that on here, they're paying $250 to stay there. So why isn't that not included in their stay? That's like saying bring your own bottle of water to me. Huh? I'm staying at a house where I'm paying this type of money for, and I gotta bring my own toilet paper, my own tissue, my own water. Now I bring my own soap. I bring my own toothbrush or toothpaste. I bring my little travel bag with me. But you know what I'm saying? But certain things is expected to, when you go to a place to stay. Y'all know, come on now. I mean, I'm not clowning it, but you know what I'm saying? I understand why she said that. Well, I understand why someone would say that because they know that it goes quickly. But at the same time, as the host or hosting something in a home, I'm going to provide that for you. That's like me having a dinner party saying, "Oh, yeah, bring your own silverware." No, I should provide that. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm just saying. Not everyone is like, and not everyone does that. Not everyone will do that. You know what I'm saying? You won't go to a hotel. Well, I won't go to a hotel where they say bring your own toiletries. What the fuck am I paying for? A room? This is a hostel or something? Is this a shelter? Like, that's how I'm thinking. Is it a shelter? Am I living, staying in a shelter? If I'm staying in a shelter, then yeah, I'm going to bring that stuff with me. Or if I'm bringing, what's those things called when you just rent a bed and you have a shared bathroom? Whatever those places called. I'll bring my own stuff. But if I'm going to stay at a hotel or Airbnb, I'm expecting that to be already there. That's just me. But yeah, like I said, this is just my little opinion, my little beliefs. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I really don't care one way or the other. But if we're going to talk about events and one person is clowning an event that hasn't happened yet, let's look at the events, you know what I'm saying, that you did and see, is there really a big difference? I don't see one. Styrofoam plates, fried fish, you know what I'm saying? Free church services, barbecue, sitting in someone's house drinking, talking shit online. That's just me. That's just me, y'all. I'm just saying. Now, did I lie about anything, you guys? Let me know if I lie about anything, because you know people love to say, "Well, he lied. He don't know what he's talking about." Did I lie about anything? You know, I'll wait for an answer. Did I lie about anything? Miss Queenie, I'm just saying. I know, Miss Queenie. But yeah, I'm just saying, y'all. Like, I mean, that's what, in my opinion, what the whole hoopla controversy side eyes are coming from, because things doesn't seem quite on the up and up for whatever reason. For whatever reason, you know. And when you start to, you know, what I'm saying, question, and people get defensive about the questions, but they brought it onto YouTube, people start to look at like, what the hell's going on, you know. And then when stories change, you know. But like I said, the planning should have been done off of YouTube. The planning should have been done without any extras. You're absolutely right about that. Like, and that's something Tim I didn't understand as well. I didn't understand the If you stay at a hotel, you still got to pay $150 for what? A fish plate costs $10. A fish plate costs, you know what I'm saying, $15, 20 at the most for a fish plate. So why am I paying $150? Am I for what? If you're gonna have liquor there, was not gonna. But wasn't it said there can't be no drinking and smoking in the house? So my thing is like, if I'm paying like, so those were the questions that was asked, or that was being asked, I should say, that wasn't being answered, that was being, you know what I'm saying, skated by, scooted by, you know. But yeah, those other questions people was asking. Why am I paying $150 for a fish plate and I'm staying at a hotel? And that's another thing the question that people want to have answered. Why is it if it's only supposed to be 10 people and people are supposed to stay at the Airbnb with you, why would it be that you needed to have people stay at a hotel? If it was a small intimate group, shouldn't you have just accommodated everybody at the Airbnb so there was no outside sources, so there would be no differentiation in the price that people pay? I'm just saying, there's questions out there, and the answers seem to be kind of iffy. I'm just saying, y'all. Well, yeah, that's my little take on it. Plus, hey James, what's up, baby? James, glad you're here, baby. That spaghetti, I need you to FedEx me a plate. It looked delicious, scrumdiddlyumptious. The only thing that I would have done differently, I would have cut the zucchini the same size as the peppers for uniformity. You know me and my whole OCD type of situation when it comes to food and plating and stuff like that. I would have just cut the zucchini the same size as the peppers. But it looked delicious, and I may try it. I never tried zucchini in my spaghetti before. I did the mushrooms and all the other stuff was now you know how we do it as people. You know what I'm saying? But I never tried zucchini in it. But yeah, I was like, okay, late at night, eating on my leftover fish. Eating on my leftover fish. Oh, see, we're on the same page. You know I do. You know I do. That's the only thing I thought. I'm like, he should have cut it the same size as the peppers. They give it that uniformity. But yeah. Mm. Mm. But yeah, that's the only thing I have about this whole thing. Like this whole thing about who Labor Day event or what event is gonna be better or what event was this, what event was that. Baby, like I said, the only thing, and I gave the compliment James as well. I said your event was the only one that I've known of that went off without any type of hitch or any type of drama or craziness. The event you had at the earlier restaurant, I don't know why I keep saying little, like, I'm not trying to demean it, but that's how I talk. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the event you had, that was the only one event that I know of here on YouTube that has not had any type of hitches in it or anyone saying anything crazy besides really be eating Miss Pam's calamari. I thought it was for the table. Really being a mess. She thought it was for the table. I'm sorry, off track, but yeah. But yeah. That's your event is the only one that I know of that haven't had any type of controversy or drama attached to it. Yeah, yeah, it didn't. So are you saying the only events that happen without here that doesn't have a problem is when you're involved? That's what I'm hearing you say, James. So I'm hearing you say the only events on here that doesn't have a problem is when you're involved. Mm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all heard James say it. I didn't say it. Yeah. hmm But yeah, that's all I'm saying. But Dolby, like I said, if I can give you anything, is what I'm saying, just make sure that everything was in place before it even get brought to us. Make sure that everything's in place before it's brought to us, because when it's brought to us, we're going to scrutinize it. Some may just scrutinize it in the background and be like, side eyeing you all the way through. Some's gonna be more vocal with it and try to clown you and read you and roast you for it. But like I said, if it was only for 10 people initially, those 10 people should have been talked to behind the scenes, and everything should have been ironed out then. You know, everything should have been ironed out then. But when you bring it to us as a planning thing, or as an idea, best believe up until the day it happens, be it postponed or not, people are going to clown. People are going to talk about it. People are going to judge it. People are going to scrutinize it. People are going to look at it with a magnifying glass in the daylight with a flashlight. I'm just saying, they're going to turn over everything, and every T must be crossed and every I must be dotted. That's just the way it is. And we didn't hear about no drama at either of them. That's all I'm saying. Besides Calamari Gate, really big. But yeah, that's just what it is. But when you come to people half cocked and half don't know what's going on and confusing us based on contradictory stories and things like that, you know, people are going to question it. And when you ask them for $250, you know, especially now during this time, a lot of people are having hard times, you know what I'm saying, paying their rent, getting back and forth to work, you know what I'm saying, eating the way they normally eat. That's a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? So that's money that they can't afford to spare without really knowing where that money's going. You know, it's for an experience, but yeah, what type of experience is it going to be? Is it going to be something that's going to piss me off and I regret, or is it going to be something that I'm happy to be a part of? Who am I to judge? I'm nobody to judge. I'm just a food junkie. But yeah, y'all, like I said, I didn't want much. I just wanted to come on here and give my opinion, since I haven't gave it since this whole thing happened. Like I said, I really don't care one way or the other. But I'm tired of people talking. I'm really tired of hearing about this whole situation. I really am, because to me, it's irrelevant until it happens. Because we only can judge the event, quote unquote, once the event takes place. We can't judge the planning process. But since the planning process is happening here on YouTube, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the planning process. I don't care about the event. I don't plan on going. Didn't plan on going. Didn't want to go. Didn't really want to. It was just fodder for YouTube, like we all have. But once you bring it to YouTube, more likely than not, you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, scrutinized about it. You're going to be talked about. If I gave y'all my planning of my weekly meals like that, you think it will be scrutinized until you actually see the food? You know what I'm saying? If you see it at all, yeah, I expect that. Keep things to myself till I want to bring it out to you. But yeah, y'all, I ain't want much. I want to give y'all my opinion. I think that I wasn't trying to be mean, nasty, or rude. I wasn't trying to, be judgmental. I did throw a little shade here and there, you know what I'm saying? But, that's just who I am. And I don't mind having conversations with people, but, you know, thank you, baby. Like, I mean, I try to, like that. I try to, when I come on here, I don't want to come on here with no more fluff anymore, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's exhausting. I have enough going on in my life, and there's enough going on in the world for me to come on here with some fluff. So, I think I'm only going to come on here with, some something of substance, I should say. If I really don't care about it, well, I'm gonna let you know I don't care about it. It is what it is. Yeah, that's all. Just I said that. You know, Oh God, another cup of coffee. This is your third cup with that Jack Daniels in it, Miss Queenie baby. But I was saying, just like I said, like really, honestly, I think that a couple of us have said this. I know Rick said this was not before. The only events that I would go to is yours and Deanna's. Anyone else who said they have an event, I'm good. I'll pass. But Rick said me, yours, and Deanna's. Because like I said, if I have an event, it's basically an expression of myself. So I want you to experience how I live or how I go on a trip or how I travel. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I will plan it. If I have an event here in Atlanta, it's going to be like you see me eat. We're going to eat that way. Be it have it catered or I cook or whatever it may be. Well, it's not. It's going to be that. It's going to be how you see me enjoy myself when I go out. It's going to be that. It's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, some half planned situation. And like I said, I wouldn't even have one. I meet up with people and enjoy myself, whatever. But as far as having an event here on YouTube and having people pay for it and all this extra stuff, was not. I ain't doing all that. I can't do all that because I don't have time for it. I don't give you a piece of myself and piece of my time, and then next thing you know, people talk about it because they mad or upset or jealous or just hating altogether, whatever. I don't have time for that. You know what this place is. You know what these people do. They can't do better, but yet they'll talk about what you're doing. They haven't done better, but they'll talk about what you're doing and scrutinize that. I know, baby. I know. I know. But yeah, like I don't have time for that. Like just to talk shit, just to talk shit. To scrutinize and be rude, mean, and nasty, just to be rude, mean, and nasty. Like I said, Dovey was just in here, whatever, and we actually had a conversation. And my thing is, I don't want to talk to her about it because I don't want to hear her story because I heard her story already. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else she can say that I have already heard. So that's why I was trying to be mean or rude when she actually dropped the link. I'm like, I don't. First of all, I'm not on Streamyard. I'm on YouTube. And secondly, I really don't want to hear anything else that she has to say about it because really it needs to be something that is, you know, done behind the scenes and then brought to us when it's completely done. Right. And James, that's what I'm saying. That's the experience that I want to give you. Y'all like the way my food look. Y'all say it looks good. Now come on, let's taste it. You know what I'm saying? Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's talk a little shit. Let's have a couple of drinks and let's eat this food. I'm on here cooking all the time. I'm on here, you know what I'm saying, teasing y'all with the food, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all asking for plates, grab a plate and let's eat. Yeah, that's fun. And I cook large food, like large meals. Like I don't know how to cook for two people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to cook for myself. I cooked grits yesterday. Well, 2 days ago it's not, and I had it. I'm saying the next day as well because I cooked so much of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I don't know how to cook small stuff. So yeah, that will be fun. It's fun to have people experience what you do. Yeah, like I don't cook like a small, what I'm saying, individual size pot of food. I don't want to do that. So yeah, it'd be nice to cook for, you know what I'm saying, a large group and, you know what I'm saying, see their face. I think my even like even for the holidays and stuff like that, I really enjoy just sit back watching people eat my food. You know what I'm saying? I eat later. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Taste it. Taste everything. Get a little bit of something all over the place. I enjoy that. I enjoy actually hosting people for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Uh-uh. I can't break it down. But I just rather I don't eat, either freeze or whatever it be, and have a quick little meal later. Especially like spaghettis and chilies and stuff like that, beans, stuff like that. Yeah, know how to cook a little bit. But yeah, that's what I mean. That's just is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's something. So just trying to tell Adobe, Don't, like, it should have been brought, like, if it was for 10 people, do it in a text message and just surprise us when y'all get together. But bring it on here, it's just too much. But y'all, yeah, let me get myself up and ready to run some errands before I get ready for work. Um, I'll be seeing y'all in the background in the chats and stuff like that, you guys. Like I said, I wasn't trying to clown Rita Rose, but I know people gonna get offended and be all up in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? All up in their, what I'm saying, emotions and things. I'm saying that's okay. It is what it is. You know, I can handle it. Um, thank y'all so much for being here. If you don't mind, like the video on the way out. Y'all know I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. But as always, it's not important that I love you guys. It's important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. You know what I'm saying? I said I don't have a dog in this fight. It is what it is. Love y'all. Later. Bye.